We are back to the warehouse for Blitzball Battle 6. Forgotten Rotten looks dominant. Baggage is badgage again. And Woogas will stick it to Gias. Let's talk Blitzball. Welcome to the Blitzball Boys, the podcast about Blitzball and boys, but lately about Blitzball. I'm your co-host, Brendan Ruppel, along with my fellow host, Peter Del Rey.
Hey, Brendan. I see your little smirks.
No, it was really hard to power through that. I'm in a giggly mood today, and when you're making an ugly face, it makes me happy.
Well, it is because we had a little bit of a break, so you're not used to me being ugly.
Spring break.
Even though I'm handsome.
Handsome.
Little bit of a break. Brendan had to go to a, I don't know, baby shower. Brendan had to go to a
I had to go to a winter weekend where I wore a diaper.
He had to go to a track meet. I'll tell the truth now, okay? The lies are done.
Yeah, the lies are getting closer to the truth.
Brendan is a college athlete, former college athlete, D3, so nobody really cares.
You don't have to include that part.
Got kicked off the team. Nobody really cares.
That's also true.
He went to, like, what would you call it, a reunion, I guess?
It was a cross-country team reunion.
Cross-country team reunion, so we couldn't record that day. Then Petey got sick.
He got sick.
And I couldn't record the other days because I was literally coming home from work and passing out almost immediately.
But you got so sick that you feel better than you ever have today, you said?
Better than I ever have.
Yeah.
Better than I ever have.
Good. That's why we're not
2 inches
apologizing
smaller?
or groveling, because we're going to give you the best fucking episode you've ever heard in your goddamn life.
That's later. The apologies and the groveling
Yes,
is later.
we'll get to it. We will apologize
Right now,
and grovel, but we're not doing that.
Quick apology right now. We're going to do it as fast as we can. Ready? I'm very sorry, please.
Good.
And now we have 3 games to talk about, which is good. Very good.
Very good.
So you're not getting the usual in-depth at-bat
No,
analysis.
we're going to half-ass this part for sure.
We're going to half-ass it for sure, except for Brendan, who wrote not 1, not 2, not 4, gotcha, but 3
I wrote 5
burns today. He wrote 5 burns today, but he's only going to read 3 of them. So
hope they're the right ones.
get ready. Brendan, why don't you start out with the first one? Don't tell us what it is.
Okay. You guys
All of
figure
the
it out.
listeners comment and guess what you think each burn is.
Yep. Could be for any season, any sport, any.
And
anyone.
Brendan did write these to the tune of a song.
Yep.
But he's going to just read them. He's not going to sing it. So you
really?
have to guess what song.
I was fully planning on singing these.
Nope. They have to guess. We need engagement.
Okay.
We need engagement.
Okay.
So if you're on the YouTube,
yeah, comment which song I should have sang these to.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. Joe's and Lou try not to stink like poo as they take on Forgotten Rotten. Dab toes the slab and doesn't look too shab. He turns it over to Tyler and poof! Just like that, 1-2-3 inning. Rotten's starting to get through to Lou as they get one before Joe's gives up a ton. I gotta be honest, I did not believe in Joe's McFly. He proceeds to allow the maximum before Shelfie shuts the door. Rotten advances 5-0 final.
Wrong.
Wrong.
5-1.
Felt like 5-0. Yeah, it says 5-1 on my sheet. So that could have been. What would you get? You don't know.
Well, that was also my fault. If you're looking at the tab at the bottom, I just noticed my final score said Rotten 5, Del Caribe 1. But at the top where I have it in a formula, it said Rotten 5, Del Caribe 1.
Well, the 5-0. It just felt like that. It was such a dominant win. You know.
Not a good game from Del Caribe. They stunk like poo.
They did stink like poo.
They did 0-for-4 for Joe's, 1-for-3 for Lou.
Yeah. I mean, Lou looked great in the first inning. He looked dominant. I was like, oh shit, okay, Lou's not getting tired yet. And then
Lou's
the
son
second inning
talking
came, he
so
did get
much
really
shit.
tired. Lou, what a good dad for not just like beating him with the belt.
Come on.
We talked about it recently.
You can't say that.
I got beat with the belt. You got hit with the spoon. Everybody knows.
Lou's a great guy.
Comment what you got beat with as a kid. What instrument?
Lou is a great guy.
Trombone.
Comment what song it was. We'll tell you at the end of the episode.
Comment what song you get beat to. What song your dad would play in the background as he beat you.
Yeah, exactly. Do that one. Shape of You by Ed Sheeran. How old are you? So this game was fine. It was kind of a get right game for Trevor and Shelfie. Shelfie showed his power.
Yeah,
Trevor got some hits. Trevor's pitching is incredible.
Yeah, that was crazy. We have a pitch count here, 17 for that game, and got 4 outs.
17 for
We're seeing
Trevor.
people go north of 70 in some of these games.
Yeah, but those don't really count because there's extras.
Sure. But even before then, like their pitch count was skyrocketing. And I think a lot of people commonly go past 40, 50 in these games. And 17 is so fucking efficient.
There's also a lot of fun defensive plays, particularly by Lou in this game.
Oh, yeah.
From, when you're pitching and you get the ball back. And
stuff.
Yeah, man.
We've seen it in the most recent game, how difficult it can be to get comebackers stuck in your hands.
What game could that be? I guess you'll have to wait and find out. What's going on today? Why am I doing voices so much?
Because you feel better than you ever have. We talked about this.
I feel better than ever, baby. I feel better than ever.
Maybe we should only do one episode a week.
We really should. We can get delirious. We haven't had a delirious episode in a while.
I think
so. Maybe we
kind of
should.
Recently. We had a delirious one recently, but it was bad and low energy.
It was bad.
It was just
bad
kooky.
And low energy.
Good shit.
Oh my goodness. Lou took a nap next to Plouffe. Burned the next game.
Oh, okay.
Del Gribbe sting. Okay. The big thing here. The big thing, right? Lou and Joe's. They kept getting their bat on the ball, but they could not get it fair. That was the big thing. They kept hitting foul ball, foul ball, foul ball, foul ball. Can't win games if you don't put it fair. Another voice.
Pop.
You know what, Pop? You can't win your games if you don't put it fair.
That's true. Mr. Savage. Is that right?
Wait. Yep.
Nice.
Pop.
We got to get them to start doing that. Double pop.
Got to get them to start doing that.
The pops were maybe used so frequently that they were annoying, but let's get them to say it twice in a row instead.
You know what? Hey, if you're still listening, we're getting everybody to comment so much today. What's Pop from? Let us know.
There you go.
One of mine and Brendan's favorite shows.
Sure. Am I burning now?
Pop. Now you're burning.
Okay. There we go.
Next game.
Oh, fuck.
Remember, guess what it is? It's back!
It's back! I'll turn it up for the fans.
The shot, of course. Don't make me
yell!
Wow.
That's
crazy.
I
forgot last episode I put that on the board and I forgot to use it last episode and my finger genuinely just slipped and hit that. It was not on purpose.
We've been talking about it for years.
Wow.
Now everybody who's listening now, whenever I make the joke of saying you were going to play Let Me Love You, right? Now they know what it is.
I think it was a little quiet on the YouTube. Maybe not.
Oh, I guess you're going to have to listen to both.
Oh, we got to go listen to both. Okay, here we go.
Don't forget to guess the song.
Don't forget. McFlurry trying to power their way to the semifinals against Team Baggage with their stellar pitching, but Colin turned Jake the Snakes back to stone. A big inning for Story Alley to get two on the board. The Jays hoping they can shut out the K's, but McFlurry power looks like the 1989 A's. Jose Canseco, there we go. They hit the max, and much like Keeble, they're ready to move on to the semifinals. They strike out the side pretty easily. McFlurry power wins 5-2 final.
Your favorite Austin Powers reference?
That wasn't written. I was like, oh, you know what? I should say a guy from that year. And I did some research before. Forgot about it. Remembered it. You saw the wheels turn in there.
Goldmember? That was that movie, right?
Yeah.
He's the one.
I think he might do it in a couple movies, but yeah, Goldmember.
Well, he's the one who does it.
Jose Canseco's in Goldmember.
No. Goldmember is the one who does the.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
That's always so funny. I love Austin Powers. Oh my god, another good game, kind of.
I said they each progress. These three we're talking about got progressively better each one. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, I think so. Except for Jimmy.
Except for Baggage being bad because I love Baggage, and I think I kind of said this in their playing game recap that I'm excited and I'm gonna enjoy that while I had it because I knew this. I kind of knew this was coming.
You know what's crazy?
What's that?
If Jimmy was even half of what he was last tournament at the plate,
yeah,
this is an easy Baggage win.
Honestly, yeah, that's a great point. Also, kind of crazy. I don't know if I knew this or if this is a complete fact, but it seemed like they had their facts straight in the post game. McFlurry Power only has ever scored more than 3 runs against Baggage, and this is like the 3rd time that's ever happened.
Yeah, they're traditionally like a 1 or 2 run team.
Yeah,
I mean it makes sense. What did they do in the first? They maxed Baggage in the first time they played him, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Let me love you.
They destroyed them. It's pretty stuck in your head.
5-0, 5-2. I guess it was better. They did better, but not by much.
I don't think they had to pitch.
Jake showed up. Jake really looked like he was doing well, except for
Yeah,
on
he's
the
starting to figure out
mound.
the plate a little bit. He has that weird little like swing, like that chop down swing that puts rise on the ball. It's just so bizarre how it works.
Good for him, man.
Yeah.
Good for him. Colin is really like shaping up to, they talked a lot in this game about the MVP races between Jack and Colin. I kind of think Jack has it locked
I was
up.
I was listening to them and I was like,
Um,
me and Peter, I think would still vote Jack by like kind of a lot, but
I think it's because Jack didn't have like a shake off the rust period, and Colin
yes, that's exactly. And even in this game too,
That's
he
literally
walks
it.
a couple. I think that there's some outings where Colin can just like look so scary, dominant, where he looks like no one could ever hit this guy. And then where Jack, I think always has some hittable pitches that will be like middle, but Colin Sloan just has like a fucking party trick of a pitch. That is insane. That's Peter putting on a party hat.
Yeah, exactly. I'm so happy you knew that's what I was going for.
Helping the audio listeners here.
Yeah, I mean, K-Mac is going to be solid every time.
K-Mac will give you. He had a crazy hitting streak this season. I didn't realize, or like going
Nope.
dating back to the original Blitzball battle. Was it last game he broke it?
Yeah, last game.
Yeah, like
It was
I didn't.
every
it's
day, every
crazy.
single one.
This is not the guy I would think would have a hitting streak going into this season. That's
But
nuts.
I believe, what was it? Last game, he didn't get anything. Oh, he didn't even get on base. Okay, never mind.
Yeah,
I thought that it was like fully. That's the only time ever.
Yeah, I think he's always been a below average to average hitter. So I'm surprised by that, but I guess he's kind of consistent. He's never like completely dog shit, for lack of
He's
a better
not
term.
like a power boy.
Every once in a while, he'll have a big home run, but
Just
he'll
one.
a lot of times dink and dunk you.
Just one.
He's become one of the better pitchers in the warehouse with just. He had one pitch for forever. Then he had that slider.
He's always been.
He's always been great. And I think he added another pitch at the perfect time last year when everybody was starting to catch up to the people that only had one good pitch.
Well, even when you think about it,
now.
right? What was it? Not last Blitzball battle, not the one before that, but the one before that. So what's that? This is 6, right? 6, 5, 4. In Blitzball battle 3, when they got eliminated from Jake doing that fucky throw, right?
Yep.
We even talked about how his pitching in that Blitzball battle was like, hey, K-Mac might be really good at pitching, and we just saw a very small sample size because they only played the 2 games and then got eliminated from playoff contention.
Right.
So he's always been a good pitcher, and it only really got showcased 2 battles ago in BB4.
Like,
then
I actually
BB5
want to be really
again.
good. I want to be like one of the best. Like we're
He's
just going to
very
be a pitching
good.
team now.
Let's see. He has 35 and a half balls pitched. Yep, before he throws a walk. 35 and a half.
That's got to be one of the better
It's
ones.
really, really good. It is one of the better ones. I believe there's only 5 guys who have over a 30, and that's Trev, Jack, Colin, and Zoe. And Zoe is like such a small sample size. It's just because he only has the 1 walk.
I mean, theory about why that is, and maybe like more people should start doing this. K-Mac only has 1 release point because even the slider's from the same release point.
Out of his hand.
Out of his fucking fingers. But everybody else has like an over the top, a sidearm, a 3/4, like straight up submarine, and it's hard to repeat that over and over again when it's coming out of all these different places. But he's got consistency because it's only coming out of the one like kind of sidearm slot.
Yeah, makes sense. What about fucking Colin skipping the ball like it's a stone?
That was so cool. That's so cool.
Did you like that? Colin skipping the ball like it's a stone?
Peter, I should have said that.
You should have.
I guess it wasn't a big moment.
You fool!
That was my party trick growing up in
fucking Gargamel.
I don't know what that is. In gym class,
when the bad guy from Smurfs.
Can Jam was big, we would play on like the tennis courts in gym.
Okay.
For whatever reason, it was like a whole unit. It got so big that it was a whole unit in gym. Was Can Jam.
Of Can Jam?
Yeah. But I had this party trick where I would throw the frisbee. You know how I throw it? I throw it like forearm, and I would skip it into the slot in the front. It was pretty awesome.
How often did that happen?
It took the whole game, but I would do it every game.
What an asshole!
It shouldn't really count, but it was cool enough. Everyone's like, "All right, fine."
I only throw a frisbee like this forehand because when I throw it like this, I have no control. It always goes like way off to the right.
You got a slice.
I throw it like that because that's the only way I get it to throw straight. Don't know why.
Don't know why.
I'm not an athletic person.
Don't
okay?
know why.
Big thing here is that you let McFlurry power get hot.
Yeah.
Collins figured it out on the mound.
I mean,
Max figured it out on the mound.
that stat I mentioned before, though, about the hitting against baggage makes me feel like that might have just been like a fluke, a flash in the pan, because it was baggage that they hit against. But they're going to pitch against everybody. They're going to be great on the mound, no matter what.
They are.
And they've done it before. They don't need to hit, but Colin is, for sure, a better hitter this year than any other year.
Listen, without getting too into it, because we're a couple games away from it, Shelby's not being himself right now. So when they play, like, yeah, Trevor's looking incredible. Tyler, sorry.
Yeah.
Everybody, please stop the booze. Please. I'm sorry.
Yes. Boo. Thank you.
I don't know if they're going to hit off Ty. But Shelby, I think they could do some damage off of.
Yes, I think I agree with that. Especially if he feels pressure with walks and stuff.
We are in agreement. Okay, fine. Burn the next one then.
Okay. Whack tries not to have a panic attack and win their first ever playoff game against Woogas. Dalton doesn't quite have his feeling in the first inning, and Dan Rourke's one off the wall to give them a 2-0 lead. Jimmy on the mound, and Pennick gets his first hit just in time. Whack is gaining momentum and almost gets a run on the board, but Jimmy says, "Norp." Whack needs to hold Wooga's lead, and with the power of Pennick's power squat, they do just that. Woogas need just 3 outs to win the game, but these dudes were made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. 4 walks in the inning lead to a tie ball game, and we're in extras, baby. Dalton Feely looks like he's had his knees to his chest for too long because he's running out of gas. Woogas light him up for a 3 spot to take the lead. Things are looking bleak for the Athletic Club before Dalton whacks one to the warehouse side for a homer. It's a 5-4 ball game, but Pennick must have been excited for ball and play because he just started chasing. Swing happy Pennick strikes out to end the crazy game. Woogas win 5-4 final.
Take a breath, big breath, Brendan.
Whew, long one.
You were running out of air on that one, huh?
I shouldn't have done it in one breath. I should have breathed in between.
Yeah, right at the end, you were like, Brendan's gonna pass out. This is not good.
It's because I was singing too. Guess the
good
song.
Fart joke. Yeah, you don't forget to guess the song.
I knew you would like the fart joke because we've all, me and you have definitely been there with Denise to the chest.
I don't think I have.
You haven't tried that?
No.
It's an old trick.
I thought that was a baby's thing, but like a thing for babies.
Wow, okay, wow, what a slam.
Vince Carter is absolutely dunking on you.
Maybe it's particular to me because did you ever tell the story that I was 5 and I thought I was having like a heart attack and my grandma took me to the emergency room and they had me lay with my knees in my chest. They couldn't figure out what was wrong with me. I was there for hours and hours and hours and they're like, try this little thing. Lift up my knees, fart right away. I was like, I feel better now.
Yeah, it was either you told me or it was on the Hoppy Boys.
Yeah,
where you told the story.
Right.
That's really funny. That's crazy that you were a 5-year-old and you were like, Grandma, please.
I think my time has come.
I think it's my time. I'm having a heart attack. The silent killer. There's a grandmother, please.
Smoking a cigar.
Take me to Northwell.
She's like, what? You'll see.
Please, you'll see when we go there. The nurse just scrunches you up like a fucking can. And you go, oh, grandmother, I'm fine. Bring
back
me
to my Hot
the
Wheels.
ballpark. Get me my Hot Wheels and maybe a SpongeBob ice cream.
And a pack of Marlboro Lights.
One pack of Marlboro. Let's rip them filters out, baby. This is too much into your childhood.
Child smoker.
Child smoker. Dalton did it.
What do you
Dalton
mean?
did it. We've talked about it in the past. He's reached base every way that you can in Blitzball. Very rare, like surprisingly rare. I'm unsure.
Would it have happened in regulation?
I'm unsure. That's what
you're going to say. We're on the
Let's
same
see.
wavelength.
Let's see. Dalton hit a home run. Yes. No, it wouldn't have happened in regulation.
Damn. Oh, the home run. You're right.
So, asterisk next to
Asterisk.
Dalton's name, because it was technically a game and a half. The big thing here that we got to talk about
Uh-oh.
is that this would have gone to double extra innings if, as you said in your burn, Justin didn't like fully abandon his like wait for. Sometimes it felt like wait for 2 strikes until he starts swinging. Approach.
Yeah. Somewhere, I think that he
like
needs
I
the
want to
middle
say
ground.
his last 2 at bats of the game.
Yeah.
He was swinging at ball 1 twice.
He had a little bit of
And that
success. He
kinda
had a
led to
hit,
his
and then he was
strikeout.
starting to make contact a little bit. I think maybe it went to his head a little bit or something, or
Yeah.
someone on the side told him, like, start swinging more. Maybe good things will happen. I think he still should have done the old school method of, like, wait till strike.
I agree. Dan Rourke is great. If Dan Rourke can continue to play the way he played in this game, Woogers are a legitimate contender. I don't think they're beating We Got Ice. Wait for that later.
Yeah. At the very end, after the apologies and groveling.
After groveling and apologies, and ducks, I guess. Ducks on parade.
Duck.
Duck you, I won't do what you told me.
The Doughboys have done a spoof of that song, and it was
Don't care.
Fuck Chew, I think. No, that's not right. It was something Chew. Won't chew what you
chew.
tell me. Fuck you, I won't chew what you tell me. Not a very good, not a very good pun.
Bad. We don't talk about Doughboys here. That's for the Hoppy Boys.
Sure.
Pennick had a great roar for his strikeout when he
It was a
struck
good roar.
somebody out when he struck out Dan. That was might be the best roar we've ever seen.
Yeah.
He went full on like fucking
Yeah.
Batista.
It's no ball and play BBD roar, but it's pretty damn good. I think Dan Rourke had a
Pennick
good,
liked to
good
do the
roar
squats and points in this one.
too. Dan Rourke is hard to capture his roars because he spins around like a fucking top, and the camera can't keep track of his mouth.
Pennick has a potty mouth.
More than Dalton.
What about that? Were you not watching the game?
Oh, like,
no, Dalton had a big one too.
Dalton had a big one
Dalton-
on the mound during gameplay, and
So did Pennick. Pennick had one during warm-ups. And that's how I knew. I was like, it's fucking game over here.
he said, "Sugar motherfucking shit" or something like that.
Dude, that one was the first one out of his mouth. I was
Says sugar
losing my mind.
to censor himself, then proceeds to motherfucking shit.
Yeah. Dalton said he got fined a bunch. I didn't even know fines were still a thing.
Yeah. I forgot to use. I was going to use this in my burn. I forgot to say it, but I just want to mention how funny it was that Rourke goes.
Wait. Play the burn music when you say it.
I gotta remember first. Remembering. And then Rourke says, "I'll give you a 3 max." It made Moylan laugh out loud. It was so good. That froze you. That made you laugh so hard you froze. Hold on, Peter. Pop out of the room and pop back in real quick.
I laughed. Now you froze. Okay. We're back. Okay, good. I laughed too hard, and then you froze, and I couldn't hear you anymore.
You're on my screen, and what's going to go on the YouTube. You froze with like such a big, happy smile laugh on your face. It was so funny.
All right.
Dan Rourke's funny.
It was a very fun game. Jimmy needs to get it together, man.
He has like sparks of like greatness here and there, and then like he's very inconsistent.
74 pitches, 3 walks, 4 hits, and then in 7 at bats, he only had 3 hits, which is like
Not great for like a dominant hitter, you know.
no, or pitcher, for that matter.
Yeah.
Like he needs to get it together.
And his
Dan
stuff
Rourke
looks
is
so
really
good.
doing a lot of work.
Right now, Jimmy Norp's pitching feels to me like a bad Jack Doyle season. Like the stuff is there, but he's missing a lot, and he's inconsistent. He's just losing. He's losing a lot of batters when he should be
Like last season
Yeah, exactly.
for Jack.
But you see it like, oh, this stuff they should be swinging right through. But he's got no count leverage a lot of times.
No leverage whatsoever.
No leverage whatsoever.
Good game though. I think. How would you rank the 3 teams that won these games, Brendan?
Based on the performances in round 1 of the playoffs, I want to rank Rotten number 1 because that game.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wait, how are you rating it? Are you rating like how you think they're
power
going to
rankings of like
perform?
who's the best right now in my head.
Wow, you really think so?
I really think so because even Shelfie, like he has had problems on the mound, and he kind of answered both questions, mound and plate. Hit a little bit, pitched a little bit, and Trev continues to prove that he's actually going to hit at least pretty well this season. Not like how he maybe still can, but he's going to be consistently getting like a couple hits a game, which is so much better than we had seen in recent years. And pitching has never been a problem for Trevor. He just looks like he's up there with Jack Doyle right now as far as dominance on the mound. They're number one. I'll say Wooga's number two because Jimmy Norp said it.
This is crazy.
Dan Rourke kind of has carried them here because Jimmy hasn't
You
been consistent.
fucking hate baggage.
Yeah, they fucking suck.
You hate baggage. That's the only reason you're putting them at 3. My rankings are totally different than yours.
Okay.
I have McFlurry 1.
I don't
Wooga's
think
3.
Wooga's
By a lot.
I don't think Wooga's
I
has
have
hit their
Wooga's
potential
3
yet.
by a lot. They got one game to figure it out. They're playing We Got Ice. They're playing
It
the
can
best
happen.
team.
They don't need time to figure it out. It's going to happen. This was their figure it out game. They scraped past.
They didn't
and they're
do
gonna
it.
Build on it. They're going to build on it.
They didn't do it.
Matt Fleury Power is going to get shut out,
McFlurry power.
but they're 3.
They're going to get shut out?
They're going to get shut out. Yeah.
I'm not backing up any of these statements. These are your statements and yours alone.
That's mine. And then who's the losers now? Then we got to go whack for 4.
I just wanted you to
Then
do the
baggage,
winners.
and then obviously Del Caribe is like, I don't know if they should be in the league anymore.
Stop that.
It's how it looked. It's really how it looked. Luckily, they have the other
No,
sports, but
Joe's is getting better.
This combo should not be playing Blitzball anymore.
Joe's is getting better.
I don't know.
He's finally found the path.
But where's
he was
he's lost the hitting
stagnating
now.
for a
The hitting's
while.
gone.
That's fine. You could get the hitting back.
I hope.
He's starting to stagnate. The hitting back is easier to get back than the pitching.
Yes, I agree with that.
So like Joe's was stagnating for a long time. Then finally now he got the pitching, and he goes from here, in my mind, he goes from here to here.
Mm-hmm.
As opposed to if he had the pitching and not the hitting, and then he gets the hitting, he would go from here to here.
Right.
You know what I
I
mean?
see what
Because
you're
pitching
saying.
is so much harder.
It
so
is. But I
the
don't know. I
building
just feel
blocks
bad
are there.
for Lou.
I don't think they're there for BB7, but we'll see.
The age factor is real. Like, how much longer is he going to want to play? If he just keeps like shit in the bed, how much longer does he want to keep doing
Lou's
this?
son is going to be like, you guys fucking suck.
Yeah.
Guys.
There's a lot. It's a lot.
Wait, this was a playoff game?
If they repeat this performance in BB7 this year, and it just looks like uncompetitive,
Which
I
kid
think
was that
changes
who
have to be
said that?
made.
Was that Lucas or Connor?
I don't remember. I think the older one, whoever that is.
Bro, that was cracking me up.
It was good.
Lou's kid just
He
in
raised a
his
funny
face
kid.
being like, you fucking suck,
You
Dad.
suck,
I
Dad.
was-
You
I was
suck.
losing it. Losing it.
That was a sad
Oh
game
my
too
God.
because nice. The first half was like, oh, this is gonna happen. Like the game's like going to the second inning tied from what I remember.
Yeah.
This could happen if Joe's gets his quick out. We said it in the preview. I'm pretty sure if Joe's gets a quick out, they were good, and it didn't happen. And it was exciting for most of the game, and then it unraveled so fast. And I was like, oh, you know what? Maybe they really never had a chance. Now I was just really too hopeful.
I think that they got a bit spooked, if I'm being honest. I think that Joe's should have been pitching more in the first inning and in the second inning because they took
Sure.
Joe's out immediately in the second.
Right, and they didn't. They could have let Joe's have some time in the first because Lou was fresh and dominant early, so
Right.
he could have cleaned up any mess he made.
And that's the way to cook it crumble.
That's how you analyze games, baby.
That's how you analyze games. Brendan, 3 games, 1 player.
Oh my god.
Player of the game.
Player of the game.
The games with an S.
Games.
Because we're only doing 1 player for these 3 games. Who's the best out of
Player
all
of the
3,
week?
Brendan? I'll tell you.
Tells me.
Tyler Poof.
Woo!
Trevenant himself. I think that he was the best player out of all, 4, 8, 12 players
A
that
million.
played.
Probably 2.5.
Out of all 12 players that played, I think Trev stood out the most. He's starting to get the hitting going. Only 1 strikeout is massive for Trev,
Yeah.
which he only struck out 1 time. That's huge. And 17 pitches to record 4 outs, no walks,
Yeah.
no earned
That's a
runs.
good point
Trev,
too with the strikeouts
like,
because even like Trev hits the ball so hard, even if it's not like squared up, it's probably gonna
Right.
scrape past some people.
It's gonna be really tough. I mean,
Yeah.
like McFlurry Power is good. Don't get me wrong. I don't think they're the best defensive team, but that's for later. That's for next episode.
Yeah.
We'll do the. But I think that Trevor, like, I think Lou historically, I know it hasn't been in recent memory, but historically is a very good hitter, and he fully like shut him down. Lou got one hit, and I think it was
Yeah.
off of who? Chelsea. You know, this game was
Even and the one of the I think the first at bat that Joe's had against him. Sure, it was Joe's, but anybody that got that pitch sequence, it was one of those hello, good morning, good afternoon, good night types. It was like, holy
Right.
shit, though that is a nasty sequence. Poor Joe's, it's not fair.
I mean, even the third out in the first inning, Lou straight up called the pitch Trev was going to throw and still couldn't do anything about it.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous. Trevor is like on another level right now. Tyler, sorry.
Yep.
Please,
Mr. Poof. Sorry, Mr.
please. I'm sorry. Thank you. I
Thank you.
apologize. And Trevor, Tyler, Poof is our player of the week.
Way to go.
Play of the game.
Play the game week.
Pretty funny.
My play of the game week goes to, I'll tell you who it goes to first.
All right.
It goes to... All right, tell me, boy.
Just shut the fuck up and tell me.
It goes to Dan O'Rourke. 4. Can I tell you what? 4.
Yeah. Wait. There's no drum roll.
Oh, sure. Oh, yeah, sure.
All right. There's a drum roll.
thank
You got me. Okay.
In the bottom of the second inning, there's bases loaded. They just walked in the game time run. Jimmy Norb strikes out Pennick. Important and scary, but not an easier task than what's to come. Dan Rourke now has to get his second out of the game. He's only gotten one so far. Bases are loaded. He's the only one that can possibly get this last out. And Dalton, former league MVP, is at the plate, and he strikes him out and gets into extras after Whack has, at this point, built up so much momentum. I thought it was unbelievable that Moog actually won this game. So without this moment, the gumption that Dan has here, they don't win this game. It's amazing. It was really impressive. Great job, Dan. I think this is why I have such faith in Moog moving forward, because I think this is a big mental building block for him here.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy. Kind of crazy that, I mean, we had a lot to go on. It's easy for things to get overlooked. This was probably the biggest play of the entire 3 games, first round of the playoffs.
Yeah, it was massive and so hard to do, especially for such a usual head case too.
Dalton was the only person in this game who batted over 500. The only person in this game who batted over 500 against good pitchers. Jimmy admittedly by himself was hanging some balls that Dalton was getting a hold of, but you don't expect this to come from Dan. I was almost sitting there being like, this might be over. This might be it. And then Dan gets him to strike out. I felt immediately bad that I didn't believe in him.
Yeah, I know.
Because
it's hard. He was doing this all game long too. Dan was walking people like he usually does and getting mad at himself. And it looked like he almost had a shorter leash on himself to get angry because he really believes that he should be better.
Right.
And he's frustrating himself constantly. So good for him to hunker down and get over that mental hurdle.
Yeah. We didn't even talk about the extra innings.
Yeah. Oh, right. We did talk about what we like about it, right?
Yeah, this extra innings is way better than the regular season extra innings.
Yeah.
Way better.
I think seeing what these rules are makes me like the regular season ones better, knowing that, okay, thank God there is a change for the playoffs that is good and exciting and gives everyone a real chance to play a real game, and it feels like you earned the win if you win this way.
Yes.
So I appreciate that, and I understand. We said it during the season too. We get they just want to finish these regular season games up quick, and they just need an outcome.
Right.
It's almost like flipping. It's better than flipping a coin, but it's essentially flipping a coin.
Right.
So knowing that they do make a switch, because I feel like we've had other playoffs in the past where the extra inning rules weren't that great. Still, I can't give you facts behind that, but this feels
right.
Fleshed out, and it will give you an outcome, but you get to really earn it this way.
It feels a lot better.
Yeah.
I almost wish that this was the regular season one, and then instead of like if you're still tied after the first one, then you just go to like 2 outs, runner on
Right.
second and third.
Yeah.
You know,
I think they used to do something like that where it used to go to like an extra inning for real and then like a swing off. But I think they're just like there's too many pitches thrown in the early going,
Right.
I guess.
I agree.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Agreed. But this is a lot of fun. It worked out great. I could see it maybe going back and forth with like the Manfred Man on. I could see a lot of like 3-run maxes happening, but
Manfred Mann's Earth Band.
I feel like there hasn't been a ton of offense in this tournament, if I remember correctly. I also had another question to ask you. I don't know if you could figure this out quickly or not.
Okay, 17.
Probably not. But this, correct.
Let's go.
Correct to the question I had to ask you because I didn't know the answer to. Do you think this tournament had the most amount of walks in it? It feels like there's been more walks than ever in this tournament.
More walks by who?
Like everyone combined, like most walks that
There's
happened.
been 75
was, what,
walks.
Oh
There's
shit!
been
You did
75
have that.
walks.
What do you? Do you
Well,
have
they're
up?
in the
Everything?
sheets. I'm
Okay.
gonna open up the other ones.
Yeah,
That's
let me
crazy
know.
that you think that.
Yeah, I know we haven't finished the tournament yet, obviously, so the numbers might be skewed. But I wonder if it's still up there compared to other tournaments. Because there's rules to try and curtail this with like the 1-outs for like the lesser pitching teams, but it still feels like a ton.
Okay, Brendan.
Yeah.
You're onto something here. BB5, the complete tournament. There's 75 walks now. 71 total last tournament.
I'm a genius.
Shut up.
It's the simple shut up. Oh my god. Effective.
Going into BB4
effective.
now. Going into BB4. Stats pitching for BB4.
Yeah, me shut up while you look up something silently. That's a good.
94. BB4 94.
Okay.
So I think it's
We have time.
Just
We have time.
we may have been like outlier BB5.
Maybe.
You
Yeah.
know, because I think they're probably going to catch up to BB4 here. BB3, my guess is it's probably going to be, oh no, because the fucking Como kids were in this. So maybe it's even lower.
Off the top of my head, too, last season we had people like Dalton and Shelfie that didn't walk anybody, really. And now they're walking a lot of people.
This is you.
Picking maggots out of my hair.
101 in BB3. So
Okay.
it's been getting better.
So
BB5
recency
seems
bias,
to be an
it
anomaly.
seems like so far.
It seems to be an anomaly, BB5.
Yeah.
But it's about the same. And now I think you're going to see even less walks in these. What the fuck was that?
What was it?
I don't know. The big noise upstairs. I got to text Kristen to make sure she's okay.
She farted, probably.
Yeah, that's very good. My wife tooted.
is
Brendan. Next game, semifinal 1. Woogas versus We Got Ice. What you watching for?
What am I watching? What the fuck am I watching for? I'm watching for. You kind of mentioned it earlier. Jimmy Norp does have to get it together on both sides of the ball, but I'd say mostly. I don't know. Maybe it's kind of even. Oh, tough. What do I choose? Can I choose both? Jimmy Norp as a whole man, has to figure it out, be a complete player.
Yeah, I mean, it's typically that's what we do as one
God,
person.
Jimmy Norp, yeah, he shows signs every once in a while of being a fantastic batsman and a fantastic hurler. And sometimes you get tired. Yeah, he said it during the game too. Like at this point, this is day 3 that they're pitching. I don't know if the playoffs happen the next day, so that's 4 days in a row. I don't know exactly how it works out, but either way, so much on your arm. You gotta just break down and figure it out. Hitting, hopefully will come to him. I think he started to feel a little bit more confident. Bats a ball towards the end of the game. Let's see it come together. It's gonna be tough because Jack Doyle has been absolutely dominant this tournament.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see it early. If he's getting hits off Jack, then he's gonna probably rake off So we'll find out early.
So here's a little thing that we got to talk about because now I have We Got Ice to talk about, right?
My wife texted back. She did fart.
What?
My wife texted back. She did fart.
My wife takes it back. She blew out the whole wall. There has been one big talking point throughout this whole tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Jack Doyle is batting .917.
That's pretty good.
.917.
That's even better than Arson Jones.
Zoe is batting .500.
Bad.
Both of them higher than Jimmy and Dan Rourke. 412 and 467. Not bad at all.
Yeah. These
Both
guys are
of
known
them
to
are
mash.
above league average.
They're
They're
known to
both
mash.
above. All four of these guys are above league average today. What's interesting is that the total hits and total bases for We Got Ice in one less game, 2 full innings less played. Total bases, We Got Ice has 27, Woogas has 22.
Whew.
This isn't like runs.
Yeah.
This is straight up bases. Total hits, We Got Ice has 17, Woogas has 14. If We Got Ice can continue to hit, specifically Jack, if Jack continues to hit,
just keep going like dead brain up to the plate and hitting. Just
I
keep it
don't
up.
think that you can. I don't think he's going to maintain. I don't think he's going to finish the season over 900. That would be fucking insane.
But maybe he does.
If that happens, give him every single fucking award.
Yeah.
Every single one. Because that's the most incredible performance we will ever see in the warehouse, period. If you bat over 900, Brendan, the league average, period.
Which he's bringing up by a lot.
404.
It should be
It's
lower.
404.
Cut
So,
Jack
let me
out of
see
that,
something.
and it's got to be like mid threes or lower.
I will cut him out right now, and I'll tell you what it is. Right? If you take 404,
Curve breaker Jack.
373.
Okay. Yeah.
It drops down to. You know?
He's
he's bringing this. This is
like
historically
over 2.5 the better player than the average player.
This is a bad tournament, batting wise.
Right.
You have 1, 2, 3, 4 players in this tournament who are batting under 200.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, you know what's working against We Got Ice,
They're all eliminated.
Their track record in the playoffs. That's all I'll say.
I understand
you're giving me numbers and real stuff, like tangible things that are probably that makes more sense. But there's a feeling I have of like We Got Ice for whatever reason can look really great going into the playoffs. And like, now at least they have that one like sort of playoff win under their belt. So maybe that'll like, wash their woes away. But I don't know. I want to see a semifinal win would be awesome.
Semifinal win would be awesome. I think they're going to win.
The always to me feel like they have more potential than they're showing game to game.
Yeah, Jimmy did throw 70-something pitches.
Yeah.
Today.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see. We got Ice going to the final.
Okay.
And I don't think it's close.
On paper, you're absolutely right.
Give it to me, Brendan.
What else?
What about off paper? I'm also right.
You're dead wrong, dipshit.
Oh, you got me. You lured me into your trap and you got me.
You're such a fool.
Fool.
Guys, do you want
to
do
Brendan's address? What?
I've done that on my other podcast before, so
you have.
Listen
your
to
phone number.
Yeah, well, phone number's fine. Call me anytime. I'd love to talk to you guys.
Please, I'm so lonely.
I'm so lonely. Listen to The Lonely Boys wherever you get your podcast. A podcast about Gossip Girl.
Whoa! What are we talking? We're done.
We said lonely. I was just doing a quick little plug mid-show.
No.
That's not allowed.
We haven't even done apologies and groveling yet.
We're not doing that yet. Do you want to? Do you have an award? I have an award prepared. If you want to do a quick one,
I forgot about the
That's
awards.
fine. We could do it. We're on a roll. Just quick little hitters.
You do it first. I have to think of a name.
Is this gonna be like when you have to order something at dinner and then the person next to you says a thing really fast and doesn't give you any actual time to think of a menu item?
Do me last. Chicken tenders. All right, your turn.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. My award is called the Bizarro Mario Bros. Award.
No.
Yeah.
There's 2 people?
Yeah.
Del Caribe.
No.
Because they look like Mario and Luigi if they were from DR in Puerto Rico.
No. Think about a different team.
How about you think about someone else, you fucking... All right, I might say the Woogas.
Oh, no. Strike 2, you're out.
No, there's 3 strikes.
Fine.
Charlie Olives.
That's correct. It goes to McFlurry Power. Because Waluigi.
Stinkers.
We got Waluigi there.
Oh, of course. And who's Wario again?
I guess Colin looks exactly like him.
He's a big fat ass.
Always beefing up garlic. I just want to shout out those two dudes because they are like two of the same guy. They do feel like a Mario Bros duo in a way because it's just like two guys that fucking pitch so well, and they're equals. They equally pitch super well and they equally hit kind of mediocrely. But I want to focus more on the good stuff, obviously, because we do the show. They're so good. They're so good at pitching.
Colin hits pretty well, Brendan.
This season, yeah, and
yeah, I mean,
it's only 2 games.
667 average, 133 slug.
And what are the plate appearances there? Like fucking 10.
What?
How many plate appearances? Like 10. Like how many? He's got like a few.
Can't
hits.
really hear you.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I'll turn it up.
Can't really hear you. 12.
Did I get it on the nose? Okay, that's why you were
12. Okay. 4 singles, 2 doubles, 2 home runs.
2 home runs is pretty big though. That's pretty good.
Pretty huge.
I do like watching them a lot when they're on the mound because they have such gravitas up there and they just know they're going to mow you down and they know that they're better than you when they're pitching to you. And it's so funny to me. I really love, I rank them lower than everybody else as far as like the winning teams before, but I think they're my favorite team that's still in the tournament. Baggage is out. I'm on to McFlurry because I just love watching these people. They're so funny. They're cartoon characters, and they're not always fun to watch at the plate. Sometimes
they're
frustrating,
heels.
but they're such fun super heels, and they're really
They hate
good.
their fans.
They're really good at pitching. Yeah, they hate their fans. I love that about them. I love that.
I'm with you though. I'm fully rooting for them right now.
Yeah.
Hating
their fans is such a funny move. When everyone's doing the same thing of like stealing fans or running back and forth, they're just like, no, we don't want a single person on our side. They're the only ones that have some like originality.
We don't celebrate this.
Yeah, it's good.
He's shit talking Trevor, who's supporting him during the game.
Yeah,
absolutely hysterical.
Yeah,
good job. Good award, Brendan.
Good work.
Good award. Good award. I'm giving out the Macho Man Randy Savage Award. The Macho Man.
Macho Man.
Guess what,
Randy
Brendan?
Savage.
There's actually a really good reason for this, and you're not going to get it.
I'm not.
I mean, you're going to get it.
I don't know
you're
if
going to get who it is, but you're not going to get why.
Macho Man. Who's the machoest man that we've seen we didn't talk about yet?
You're way off.
Oh. Is that a hint?
Here's your hint,
Savage.
Brendan.
Okay.
Macho Man Randy Savage back in the day did commercials for a specific product that you snap into.
Slim Jim.
Who's Slim Jim? Who's a Slim Jim?
Jimmy Norp.
Jimmy Norp. Oh, yeah. You snap into a Slim Jim. Fuck.
Really? I didn't know that he did that. That's really funny.
Yeah, he did. Look him up. They're very funny.
I don't feel like I earned that win, by the way, but I'll take it. BBD put a point on the board.
BBD put a duck on the board. We talked about this before we started recording about how Jimmy Norp needed to get it going. He did not during this game. He was not very good.
Did not get it going
during this game, but once it got 2 extra innings, Jimmy decided to wake up. Whoa, Pete, come on. He got a double, hit up the middle. Cohen dives, couldn't get it while the bases are loaded. Another run. 3 RBI in extra innings alone. He helped them max out. Absolutely, showed up when he needed to. Hopefully, this gets them going.
Yeah.
But he needs to be talked about just a little bit more.
Just a little bit more.
Macho Man Randy Savage.
Okay. Good award.
The Macho
Man. And I got it right.
Man.
And you did not get yours right.
I didn't get my right. Brendan got his right. Ducks are everywhere.
Ducks are everywhere.
And there's 1 cricket.
Nice.
Brendan, if you did 1 cricket, what should you be drinking?
I would repeat that, but I'm not sure what happened before the word cricket. Drink Settle Tea. It's a drink made by me. You can find it wherever you get your podcast. What? Virtual drink? Cool, man.
Virtual drink. You find that wherever you get your podcast, bro. It's the future. It's 2025. You drink with your eyes.
Use code HobbyBoys for $2 off your order. At the Hobby Boys is my other podcast. Listen to it wherever you get your podcasts. Watch it on YouTube. Watch us on YouTube, especially. We're about to get over that 150 mark, over that little hump. Sorry, I said
150,000.
150,000, that is, yes, of course. Support us, please. We love talking to you. Keep commenting on YouTube. Thanks. And if you like this format, let us know if you liked it or if you hated it. We'll probably never do another episode again.
We'll definitely do something like this again because Brendan and I are not great at keeping our schedules good. Also, we get sick sometimes. People forget about that.
I think especially for maybe the other sports, this would be good. But Blitzball, I'd like trying to do every episode, but for the quote-unquote lesser sports, which Peter, I think, likes more.
Worse sports.
The worse sports.
I do like the other sports
this could
better.
work. Yeah.
I do like team sports. I traditionally like team sports better than two-person sports.
Right.
But I don't have anything to plug. Hug your pets. We're very sorry again.
Here comes the ground.
So please, we're so sorry. Don't leave us.
Don't leave.
Please. Thank you very much for listening. Please comment.
Appreciate you. Love you.
The answers to Brendan's burns of what songs they
forget.
were. I'm telling them the answer right now.
Okay,
I told them at the end. You write them all down now. You got 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3.
We'll know if he cheated.
1. Don't pause. Pausing is cheating. Cooler Than Me by Mike Posner.
Mm-hmm. Right.
No Sleep Till Brooklyn. No.
Correct.
Yeah, No Sleep Till Brooklyn by Woody Allen. Nope. by Beastie Boys. No Faith in Brooklyn was the other one. I believe that is.
Nobody really knows that song, but like me and
you.
you.
They do. Yeah, they do. Come on.
Okay.
Look them up.
And what was the third one?
No Faith in Brooklyn was the. No Sleep Till Brooklyn was the second one. No Faith in Brooklyn was the third one.
Even though the third one had an actual song in it.
Yeah.
Okay, a different song. Good.
That was the trick.
That was the trick. Thanks for realizing.
That was the trick.
And all of them had a lot of Spaceball references in them.
All of them had Spaceballs references in them. Comment all your favorites. I'm sorry we're so annoying, guys.
Is this part of the apologies and groveling?
Me and Brendan just try to make each other laugh all episode, and it's definitely very annoying to you guys.
These are all fake laughs.
Thank you for listening. We really, really appreciate it. We really do.
I love you.
Brendan, I just like you as a friend. Ask me a question.
I didn't earn it yet. Got anything you want to talk about?
Nope.
Bye-bye.